So you don't work with the police at all? You're not a paid informant or anything like that?
No, I wish I could be. I swear to God, I wish I could. No, man, they say I'm an FBI agent.
Yeah, I you see that a lot. Are you? Do you not like Asians? Say
I don't
nigga.
like the nigga Asian, and that's where all this come from.
You don't
the
like the
Asians
nigga
don't mind
Asian.
calling me a nigga.
Oh, okay.
And I can't call them a racist name.
Okay.
You ain't no nigga. But you gonna talk to me like me, y'all mad. And I feel like, man, how y'all?
So you wasn't mad at all Asians, you was mad at that.
I don't know all Asians. I'm mad at Asians.
Okay.
I'm good, guys.
So
Welcome to the Digital Social Hour. I'm your host, Sean Kelly, here with my co-host, Wayne Lewis.
What up, what up?
And our guest today, Charleston White.
What's up with it, man?
Professional shit talker.
Yeah, I thought I was being kidnapped and attacked last time, so I ran out the parking lot, but I was in the wrong place, so I'm glad to be in the right place today.
Yeah, right. I would never set you up, man. I got you.
Yeah, I didn't know. You get all kind of warnings.
He got a security with him. Yo, he rolled with security, y'all.
Yeah,
y'all know right now.
He has to.
Ain't shit sweet.
And so you know, everybody tell me, man, when you go to the West Coast, they're gonna get you. Don't go to LA. Don't go to Vegas.
I mean, but you gotta understand why though.
I do.
You done talked a lot of shit about Nip.
I do.
And did all that.
I do.
Yeah.
I've actually had some people try to get me to, sit down with Nip's brother, but shit, he don't want to have it, and I understand. Yeah. But for the most part, those who understand the message in the unorthodox way that I'm trying to relay it, they also get it too, right? Mm-hmm. Because I didn't get it until I went to Nip's funeral. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because prior to Nipsey's funeral, most people really didn't know much about him other than his music.
Right.
And then that was his fans who loved his music.
Right.
Outside of his fans, we had very little knowledge in depth of who he was as a man.
Right.
And so I went to the funeral saying, man, well, who is this guy? Why is everybody in my city, in my state, celebrating him?
Right.
So when I went to try to find out who Nipsey Hussle was, I found out about a guy by the name of Irmis. And so throughout that whole funeral, 90% to 95% what I heard was a guy by the name of Irmis.
Right.
So I walked away with a whole different
perspective of it.
Yeah.
So have you ever apologized for?
I've came out of character and made it known that I've never spoke ill and will of the man, and I want to uplift the name Irmis. Homie, if we stay stuck on Nip, then Nip would never go in the history books. He'll stay attached to the hip hop culture.
Right.
I've met people from his country and from his land. They honor his name because his name has a meaning.
So are you apologizing? Is this an apology?
Yeah,
for
on the
first
West Coast.
time?
Yeah.
Wait, what does his name mean?
It means of God, right?
Yeah.
Or something having to do with God.
So
he's Eritrean.
Yeah, Eritrean, from the nationality from that country. So that those people have a lot of pride,
right?
In who he is and what he represented outside of rap and rolling 60s.
Right.
If we get stuck on Nip, we get stuck on the 60s.
Right.
Because Nip overall was ultimately rolling 60s.
Right. But you're basically saying Nip didn't define actual character who he was. Nip was a character. Yeah. But you actually learning about the person that himself.
He read about astrology.
Mm-hmm. He was super smart.
But we don't know that.
Yeah.
So that's why he was able to deliver the type of message he was given in his lyrics.
Yeah.
And even his community work.
Yeah.
So after the funeral, I went to the funeral with the 60s.
Yeah.
So I rode back in the Sprinter van with the 60s. So I got to meet the founders and the leaders and some of the ones who started that game. Wow. And one in particular was by a guy by the name of Syke, or Raymond Washington's best friend. So he's the godfather of Raymond Washington's daughter, Ray Ray. So he gave me a ride back to where I was staying in LA. So I was staying in the Denver lane off of Imperial in Vermont. That's where I was standing at the time when I had moved back to Texas and came back to the funeral. So he had told me a story and a scenario about when Irmis was 12 years old before he got into the gang, and he asked one of the big homie, why you gang bang? and he said that he gangbanged. He told Nip that he gangbanged because he was born to. And he said this 11, 12-year-old kid named Irmis, who grew up to be Nipsey, said, big homie, when I grow up, I'm going to take care of the hood. And that was 11 and 12-year-old kid who grew up and took care of the hood. So I got to learn something different outside his music. After that, I started listening to his music. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I got to learn him backwards.
So in your case, you're basically saying that
it's easy to say fuck the character, not the man.
You were misunderstood.
Well, I'm trying to attack.
But do you feel like you're commonly misunderstood?
In delivery? Well, let me just stick to this. Imagery is what controls us in the culture now, whether it's a gangster image. And so Nip didn't have a gangster image, but what he was associated with and how he died represents gangsterism, right?
The perception that we got.
But if we uplift him as a man, homie, the man is what was able for him to bring the Mexicans, the blacks, the Crips, the Blood, all of that came together, homie, after the funeral in their neighborhood. So it wasn't the gangster Nip that did it. It was the man.
It was his presence.
So I'm saying, okay, homie, at some point we can say fuck C Nut. That was my little gang name because it's the character. We can say fuck the rapper and not the man.
I got you.
The man is who we want to associate with and not the rapper. And what's happening now, we're getting stuck on the rapper and we never get to know who he is as a man, as a father, as a son. And ultimately, we box them in to never be able to come out their character. So they got to stay gangster all the time. And so I was trying to attack the character in the image that's portrayed into the culture.
Not the actual person itself.
Not the actual person itself. It was risky because...
But why not just say that versus allowing it to just kind of linger and get so much backlash?
Because it takes away from the power of it. Anytime you come out and explain what you're doing, that's a sign of weakness. Let it be effective.
No, because sometimes you have to explain so people can have a better understanding of how they articulate the stuff that you're saying.
It's not for everybody to understand. Those who understand it understood it already.
Yeah, but most people don't.
But I'm not for everybody.
For majority?
Well, I'm not trying to save the world. I only have my words are for those that hear, and those that have ears will hear. Everybody's not gonna hear. Everybody's just blind. Period. They're not gonna get it no matter what. I'm only here for those that can get it.
Can't please everybody.
That's where I'm at with it. So it's like when an author writes a book, he cannot write a book with the listeners in mind. He just got to write the book according to how he want to tell the story. Whoever don't get it, just don't get it.
So why do you feel like most of the culture or rap industry like beef with you or they don't like you?
Well,
is it because of your delivery? Is it because you're so truthful?
I hadn't seen it, homie, because everywhere I meet the rappers, I get love.
Wow.
Backstage,
it's like Andrew Tate.
From Kevin Gates, homie, I get love.
So is it just an online thing?
It's just an online thing.
So they don't like you online, but in person it's what's up.
Yeah.
It's respect.
Yeah.
So what person hates you online but loves you in person?
I've never had nobody directly other than those who love gangbanging, other than those who support killing black people. Other than that, I don't have no problem with nothing in life. Only hire security when I'm on the road, so the people who with me can have a peace of mind. But I flew here by myself. I fly around the country mostly by myself. It's only online that the backlash is because you got my analytical data is from 18 down to 65 up. That's a wide range. So that means you got kids on there trolling. But in person, I get all the love. Yeah. So it's the internet is confusing, deceptive, and misleading. It'll make you think the world hates people when they really don't hate people. It'll make you think it loves people when it really don't love nobody. It's just likes and shares. So I figured out how to play on the internet because most people on the internet, to me, is dumb and stupid. That's why you don't see business people and intellectual people on the internet commenting, liking, and sharing.
Right.
That's true.
I play on the fact that these are the most uninformed people.
So you're like the ultimate troll.
Yeah. Yeah. I wake up and I get off to it.
Yeah.
I get off to it, man. I ain't even got to get a like or a share. It's just 10 motherfuckers to troll.
So the thing with you on Whack 100, what was that? Is that real?
Yeah, that's real.
So y'all don't really fuck with each other?
Nah, I hate Whack 100 with every fiber and being of my body. Yeah, I hate everything about Whack 100. I hate the way he look. I think he's a horribly ugly man. I think he's probably the most cowardice guy in the industry.
Wow.
Because he hides behind on Paru. At some point as a man, my word just got to be my word. It ain't no Paru. It's not enforced by on God. I ain't got to swear on nothing. I just said it because I'm a man, because at the end of the day, a man is only as good as his word.
Right.
So when I listen to Whack 100, I said, well, what does he bring? Man, this nigga on Clubhouse every day arguing. So I made a statement one time, and this how I got his attention, that I do a lot of research, homie. And so when you look at some of the research on these rappers, homie, they got some allegations in court cases on them that says, yeah, they may be good rappers, but they're not good men. They're not good people. And the game is in particular. He's lost some publishing rights for some shit he done to some kids, a girl that was supposed to be underage. Those are court documents and court cases on that shit. The game. You can Google it right now.
Wow.
So when I said that, Whack 100 tried to attack me, and then he lied and said I was fucking a preacher. Let me just say this, man.
Like fucking a pastor?
Yeah, fucking a pastor.
Like a man?
Yeah, man. That had been in prison for 30 years. Who letting a motherfucker be in prison for 30 years and come pastor a church? What congregation he gonna have? So, man, he just be saying some bullshit, homie. Yeah. Then 1 minute he got paperwork on me. At this point.
Well, is there paperwork out there?
Let me just say that.
Do you work directly with the police?
No. Let me just say this, homie. They done showed y'all paperwork on everybody.
Yeah, there is.
They got documents on Tupac. So let me just say this. At this point, wouldn't they have paperwork on me? Wouldn't it be a motherfucker saying, look, right here, this Charleston. Man, I done disrespected and said some of the most everything. For if I was fucking a punk, wouldn't the punk been told, say, listen, listen, me and him, if I was buying crack, the nigga that sell me crack, the nigga that answer the door go say, hey, you know he be coming over here. Or the nigga who sell me the crack go tell his girl, man, you know that nigga be smoking that dope. She go to the beauty shop and say it. If a bitch was sticking a dildo in my, at this point where I'm at, won't nobody hold my secrets.
That's a fact.
Come on, homie.
So you've never snitched on nobody?
Listen to me, homie. Why had nobody even showed my arrest record? Think about this. Nobody had even pulled up my arrest record to show what I've been arrested for, but they showing mug shots. Why won't nobody even show my arrest record? Homie, I ain't been in trouble with the law. I caught a murder case as a kid in 1991 at the age of 14. I went into a juvenile system.
So you
came out at, I ain't killed nobody.
Okay.
I went in at 14. I came out at 21.
So why did they keep you that long if you didn't do nothing?
Because murder.
So you killed them?
I didn't kill nobody. Murder is murder. Listen, if me and you go, if all three of us going somewhere and kill somebody, when we come out together, we killed somebody according to the law.
I got you.
Ain't no a law say y'all done this. If one person go in and rob and come out and get in the car and we drive off, y'all rob.
Right.
But let's look at this. When one nigga in the gang kills somebody, don't the whole gang claim that we, like they done this?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, we slid on them. Woo, woo, woo. So come on now. Yeah. So take responsibility when the law comes.
That's what you be saying.
No, that ain't what I've been saying. That's what happened, homie.
Right.
Yeah.
If you participate in something, you're just as guilty as
an accomplice.
Yeah.
And in Texas, they don't have no accomplice.
They don't?
Ain't no accessory. All y'all did it in Texas.
Wow.
Oh.
Everybody charged with capital murder.
That was there. Everybody
that knows, if you're there before the crime and you go, and you're there after the crime, you done committed that crime. So I got out at 21. My record was sealed. I don't have no felony convictions. My juvenile record was sealed. So there's no history of this crime being committed. So when you say paperwork, I get out at 21. I haven't been in no trouble as an adult. A little weed case here, a little pistol case here. Yeah.
So you don't work with the police at all? You're not a paid informant or anything like that?
No. I
At
wish
all.
I could be. I swear to God, I wish I could be.
So those rumors and speculations, those aren't true.
Nah, man, they say I'm a FBI agent.
Yeah, I you see that a lot.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, most of the niggas who are FBI agents are confidential informants. So if I was an FBI agent and I worked with the police, how good could I be being identified as working with the police? How good can a police be? Hey y'all, he the police. How can I get anybody?
Yeah.
Well, because you brag about getting people locked up. Or
Well, I brag about getting people locked up as a law-abiding citizen who's being threatened by gangsters online.
So you basically like, it's fuck me, fuck you.
No, it's not fuck me, fuck you.
Yeah.
If you threaten me, why would it's not fuck you? You threaten me.
Right.
I don't know you. Why are you online threatening me because I'm talking? Why are you online threatening me, asking for my location, wanting to harm me? I don't know you. You don't know me. Right. You know what I look like. Right. I don't know what you look like, but you typing threats. Why wouldn't I say, hey, this guy's threatening me? I'm a law-abiding citizen. If you think I'm the police, why are you threatening me? So if I'm rid of the police, why are all these guys threatening me? Why are all these guys making videos about it if they really believe I'm the police?
Well, Boosie said he stayed away from you. He's like, nah, I ain't fucking with that.
Well, if I'm rid of the police, why even talk about it? Why even say I'm staying away from it? If they really believe I'm the police. Think about that, homie. So that's what I'm trying to teach kids, homie. These niggas bullshit niggas.
The rappers you're talking about?
Because why would they, if they really think I'm the police, why would they bring my name up? Why would they even come toward me? Nigga, I don't fuck with the police, so we turn away from the police. If I don't watch gay porn, I'm not watching gay porn. It's just, if you don't fuck with the police, why you online watching them? You don't fuck with the police. So if they really believe I'm the police, how can I have 1 billion views on TikTok? I'm surpassing me and Say Cheese TV alone damn near got 1 billion views.
Damn.
So if they really think I'm the police, how can I garner this much attention? They can't believe I'm the police. That's just the narrative that motherfuckers hide behind in this culture because everybody's playing street. If I'm not a street person, why do I give a fuck about a snitch or the police? Why do I give a fuck about snitching if I'm not a street person? I go to work every day. Why wouldn't I like a snitch? Mother breaking my house, I want somebody. Hey, who saw that mother go in my house? I want somebody to tell. When my mama gets shot or killed, I want somebody to tell. So you mean to tell me these niggas don't want nobody to tell at all?
It don't make no sense, right?
Yeah, it does not.
You mean to tell me niggas don't believe the police is good in no situations?
Right.
Come on, man, we got to kill that shit, my nigga. So that's what I showed up to do. I showed up to be the Robin Hood for a law-abiding citizen. Neighborhood crime watching. Kids tell. Tell if you see something at school. Yeah, man. Fuck that. No, it's all right to tell. If 4 motherfuckers riding in the car and you can't fight and you scared to go to jail, tell. Tell to get out of jail. Stop wasting money. Tell to get out of jail. It's a new day. Shit, it's a new motherfucking day.
Oh, man.
Tell to get out of jail.
Yeah, that's my motto.
Put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Tell to get out of jail.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Do you think any of these rappers are snitching or they're informants?
Yeah, I think a lot of them are.
Really?
Can you name a few?
I think all of them.
He said
Yeah,
all of them.
I think all of them.
All of them?
Because for one, they're snitching in their lyrics.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's the number one fact.
But sometimes
There's no buts.
But lyrics are lyrics to me.
No. Not lyrics aren't lyrics. Lyrics used to be lyrics when we had studio gangsters. Eazy-E and Ice Cube and them was studio gangsters. Those was lyrics. Tupac was the first one to start trying to live out the lyrics with the hit 'em up shit. That's when it started. When Tupac started going with the hit 'em up and going, that's when them niggas started living out this shit. That's when they start trying to really live according to what they were saying. Prior to that, it was studio gangsters. That's why Tupac and them were shaming MC Hammer for being a pop culture nigga. So now we making rappers have to live up to their lyrics. Now these niggas is rapping real shit, because if they were just rapping lyrics, we wouldn't have never knew about smoking Tuka.
Is that what you feel about Dirk? You feel like the shit that Dirk says is real?
We wouldn't have never knew about smoking Tuka. If it wasn't real, the FBI would have never been able to sort FBG Duck's murder if they wasn't real lyrics.
Wow. So they're snitching on themselves.
If they wasn't real lyrics, then we wouldn't know about some of the things that King Von was killing about and what he was talking about killing. He made a whole song about killing somebody he killed. 5 of the witnesses came up dead in his murder cases. That's the only way he got out of jail.
The one kid that's fighting the case right now.
Come on, homie.
YW.
I talked to one of the victim's aunts, homie, years prior to the case.
Do you think he's guilty?
I know he's guilty. Science says he's guilty.
Science.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because
they're
definitely pulling out some shit on him.
Yeah, science says he's guilty. Logic and reason says he's guilty. 2 of your friends show up dead and you don't have no explanation. You can't get no identification or nothing. And you a shooter. You a killer, nigga. How you say in your lyric? You don't see nothing, and don't nobody come up dead for it. Yeah, nah, homie. I'm part of the culture. I'm from the culture. I once lived in the culture. I once submerged myself in this culture, and believed in my heart that what they said in those lyrics is what we should live by, as if it was biblical terms. Yeah, I was a kid that was in. I used to live by those words, only to realize we was tricked. We're being tricked, homie, and played on with them rap lyrics, listening and believing in that shit. From the way we get high and do drugs, we don't know what drugs to use until them niggas start telling us. We didn't know shit about Percocets till they start rapping about that shit. We didn't know what this opioid shit was till they introduced us to it. Now they got us on fentanyl. No, Kodak Black said, I knew the perk. They got the babies on it because we grown. We have logic and reason. We have a developed brain. But we're not listening to this with an undeveloped brain. Our babies are. Me and you ain't shooting and killing right now. The babies are. When me and you were growing up, 10 and 12-year-old wasn't drilling. They 10 and 12-year-old killing now, my nigga. They on the fentanyl. They popping the pill. Even though I know it's fake, I still ate it. They the gremlins now.
Wow.
So they telling us what this shit is. How can we ignore it? So nigga, I can't ignore it. I've been working with kids for too long. So what I did, I came and hold up a mirror to the culture. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Suck my dick, bitch. Fuck you, crab ass slob. So that's how they talk to one another. And if you don't talk like that, don't nobody listen to you.
Wow. So you think the messaging in hip hop is damaging?
Yeah, very damaging.
No, it is. It's
very damaging. It's programmed. It's almost propaganda, like the Germans use. It's the same propaganda that Hitler used to create this fear and this hatred toward the Jews. It's almost the exact same thing in the cartoons and the messaging, except we're doing it to one another. We can't blame the music industry, right? Because they don't write the lyrics. They don't.
Do you feel like they're pushing homosexuality on kids too?
Yeah. I think children are being fed what adults are fed. There was a time in this country when everybody knew on Saturday mornings that there would be no advertising played during the commercial times when children were watching TV. The minds and the ears and the eyes of children were off limits to advertisers. Now, because of social media and technology, advertisers have full access to our children's minds. Television have full access to their souls, their minds, their will, and their emotions. We can't censor what our kids see anymore. So I don't think they're just pushing homosexuality. I just think they're pushing adult reality, life off on children, and leaving it for them to have to process and filter everything, or to the adults. And because if you're poor, it's hard to filter what your children see.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Their innocence is being taken away at a young age.
Yeah. As early as they can start to understand stop, don't, yes, and no. Because what's one of the first things we give a child once they start walking and stop sticking shit in the plug? We give them a phone to look at.
Yeah.
And they start hitting the phone. Well, it's convenient for a single mother because it keeps the kid busy. It keeps them out of trouble. It keeps us more time for us to look at our phones. When they get through looking at the phone, what do they pick up? A fucking joystick. Now they on the game. So they never, and from what I see, shit, they interacting with adults on the phone, and then you look up, they got them goddamn headphones on, arguing with another grown motherfucker shooting bullets on the Call of Duty across the world. So I heard T.K. Kirkland say this morning, social media have now allowed children to sit at the table with adults and have a conversation.
And that's why the respect is gone as far as the authority goes. They talking back to the teachers, police officers.
Yeah, because they'll get online with me believing I'm a 53, 60-year-old man and insult the shit out of me. Say some of the most horrible things. I'm saying, man, you think I'm old? And they say they'll kick my ass. But nigga, you think I'm old and you'll kick my ass? So that means you'll kick your uncle's ass. That means if you catch the drunk uncle at the family reunion talking shit, you'll kick his ass, even though you know he's 60-something years old. So that's the generation of young guys we got today. The old dope fiend in the neighborhood, you give him a pass. The old drunk on the corner saying, fuck you, I'll fuck you up. Even if he swing at you, you give him a pass. He's old, man. Come on, homie. The old woman coming, you give passes. This is the generation, they ain't giving pass to nobody. So at some point, we have to define what's right and what's wrong to this new era and new generation. Nigga, we think killing is okay. Because we say, you don't, but the culture do. Because if we didn't, we wouldn't say free the killer. If we didn't think killing was okay, there would be no way King Von would have a mural in Chicago when there's documentation from the government and state and local authorities that he's killed over 5 or 6 people.
So if he was still alive, he'd have been in jail anyway.
This is what I'm saying. He has a mural. And this culture celebrates him. Our children love him. Those are seeds who think killing is okay. And nobody in this culture have ever came out and denounced and spoke out against him. You have celebrities who go take pictures alongside of that mural. Play basketball with the kids. So I'm saying, come on, homie, we embrace killing in this. So I once put together an event with Tuka's mother, FBG Duck's mother, and I called the event Murder Changed Me. So I got Tuka's mother, FBG Duck's mother, I got Lil Snoop's mother, man, who else mom was there? And Mo 3's mom. Also, I got a criminal court judge who oversees all the juvenile murder cases in Tarrant County. Then I got the head prosecutor of the homicide division of Dallas County who oversees all the young murder cases. And I got them on stage, and then I went and got 4 guys who committed murder when they was children.
Wow.
And I wanted to recreate what a murder trial would look like in the form of a town hall meeting. And I called it Murder Changed Me. And I posed the question for the panelists, what does murder look like today in the black community? So I want to hear what the prosecutor says it look like, what the judge says it look like, what these mothers who have buried their kids says look like, and then what the killer said look like after they done time and now they reform, right? So the question is, what does murder look like in the black community? When every time a nigga get killed, you got his people saying, free my nigga, free the killer, free Wyatt. No, he done killed somebody. Boosie going to this trial. On the other side, you got the victim's family saying, long live my family. Where do we stand at? You know he done killed somebody. Nah, homie, let him go pay his dues. Won't we pay homage to the victims? You ain't seen now rapper pay homage to no victim of a murder crime yet, homie. But soon as a rapper get killed, they get all this love. Soon as a rapper catch a murder case and kill somebody, they get all this support. So I'm saying, homie, what about these mothers? What about I spoken with Doe B's mother. Homie, she's suffering and struggling. I spoken with
That dude from Dallas, right?
No, Doe B is the one out of Alabama that T.I. had with the patch on. That's
okay.
Mo 3 from Dallas.
Okay.
I spoken with Soldier Slim's family.
What about Dolph? You spoke with his people?
Nah. I went to Memphis the day of the funeral and spoke at Sherwood Elementary School the day after the funeral, and saw how somber it was. The children are the victims. Because what it looked like, homie, is killers are just as prestigious as NBA players in the black community.
Wow.
They're praised.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're admired and they're honored.
Yeah.
And the industry honors them as well, homie. Yeah. So even
they promote them and allow them to.
Why do they do that?
Just because the black community itself, bro, we have no leadership. So a leader is anyone who takes on that role. So usually killers, they're scary. You know what I'm saying? So
we got bosses.
People respect them.
So what a leader does, but
in certain neighborhoods is what he's saying.
Homie, listen. I come from an era where when gang banging came, the old niggas in the neighborhood, what? Nigga, fuck a gang. Nigga, that's an old coward. Nigga, fuck that shit. Won't nobody say that today? Won't nobody stand up and say gang members are cowards? Go look at every gang member that's telling the story. He at a park. He don't own nothing. His woman help him get his credit together. He don't own no sheets in the house. He can't fix nothing. But we honor these niggas. OG so-and-so. Man, So when you hear Whack 100 and all these guys uplifting this on Pyru, they make it seem as this is as if Pyru, as God. If Crip, as if Blood, as if GD and BD is something honorable, and it's not. They ain't shot a gun at a white Klansman. They ain't headbutted no white bandito. When they go to jail, they get along with one another so the Mexicans don't run over them. So the same enthusiasm that y'all use in jail to get along and eat from each other bowls and spreads, why y'all can't do that at home? So the Crips been around and Blood's been around 50 years. Rap music been around just as long. When you look at it, they have caused just as much destruction and detriment as slavery and the Ku Klux Klan. Whoa. They running side to side with each other trying to see who go win. And right now, gang banging and surpass slavery.
He's speaking facts, yeah.
It's that bad, like.
Yeah, because they have a huge influence. You gotta understand. He's saying that it was just as detrimental as slavery because it's the influence and it's the constant influence. Every time you turn on the song, anytime you go to a hood, it's being pushed up on you. So that in turn push some of the kids into criminal activity, gets them incarcerated. So it's kind of slavery in itself, but it's in a programming, more sophisticated way.
So now what do you hear Ice Cube saying? Ice Cube is saying now these guys who own these record labels also now have some ownership in prisons. We thought that was a myth at one point in time.
And they have life insurance on the rappers.
Come on.
Wow. They own the prisons now?
They have some kind of stake in them, and they have life insurance on their artists.
It's like they're taking over every single...
Well, yeah, because it's a domino effect.
Yeah. But it's not. Yeah. When they look at it, they see our tragedy and our detriment. It's a profit for them.
Right. It's a number.
Yes, it's a profit. Yeah. Now we know at this point in history and in time, black people know everything. We know every goddamn thing. We know we the first Jews. We can tell you about Jesus' feet was black. We know everything except how to build together. We know everything except how to manufacture something, how to create something strictly for us, how to produce something, right? We argue and debate everything. We know everything. We know how the white man tricked us back when this. We know, so we know all these tricks and traps, why we can't avoid them now. We live in an information age where, our ancestors didn't know. We say they didn't know this, so we got all this knowledge. We got all this information. Why can't we build like the people before us who could build with very little information?
Right.
The slaves built Wall Street, 1920. Slocum, Texas. Rosewood. Detroit, Michigan. Man, you can go to Atlanta, LA, watch what them people did in the field. Why we can't recreate that with all this knowledge and information that we have now, and nothing can be hidden because we live in an information age. We live in an information age where at this point in time, we can find out about anything. We can learn how to do anything. Why we can't come together and do it since we know so much? It's the culture of the music. The music is at one point in time was
you don't believe it's the divide though? You don't believe that black people can't work together because we don't want to work together?
I believe we would never work together.
Yeah, because we don't want to work together.
I believe
Right?
I believe we don't want to work
Yeah,
together.
we don't want to work
No, we
together.
don't
So
wanna
it's
work
not
together.
the fact that we can't do it. It's because we don't want to do it.
I think it starts in the home. I think how you work together is based on how you work together within your home. Black people no longer sit down at the table and eat together, for one. There used to be a time in America, in particularly in southern black homes, where you had supper time. And everybody tried to make it home by supper time. And if you didn't make it home by supper time, you had a reason why you wasn't at the dinner table to eat with your family. Making it home by supper time and sitting down eating with your family allowed you to bond and repair. As a father, as a mother, you can look at your son, boy, why your eyes red? What's wrong with you? You can look at your daughter, hey, what's that on your neck? Girl, so now you get to examine, as well as, hey, mom, can you pass me the peas? Now y'all breaking bread with each other. Hey, can you share me the macaroni? Hey, can you pass me the bread? Psychologically, homie, that instills something. So you begin to feel guilty when you miss supper time. Oh, mom, I'm sorry, I got to do this. Now, homie, we get our plates, we put it in the microwave. You go that way, I go that way. I go in the room.
Or we go to a restaurant.
And we're in the restaurant.
Yeah.
We're not engaging.
We're looking down at the phones.
Yeah, we're not engaging.
Yeah.
Going to a restaurant used to be a treat, a family treat, not a family trip, which you did regularly, right?
Right.
That's how you build and bond with the family, cooking and eating at home.
Yeah.
That's why the elders always brought everybody together at some point in time. That's why when we all eat together as a family, it seemed like it'd be the best time of the life. Man, we got to do this again, everybody. All we got to do, and we don't do it again.
For a fact.
Yeah. So we've gotten away from that culture, right? Now this subculture, which was the hip hop culture, is what, 40, 50 years old. It's our primary culture, homie. There's no more LL Cool J's. There's no more niggas who make music just for the ladies. There's no more Public Enemies. The conscience, everything is gangster, kill, gangster. So that's the complete culture now.
Drill and trap.
Drugs.
And drugs.
It's drill and trap, and then there's drill, trap, and then there's Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick, which I feel like they're set apart. Then there's Lil Russell too. I fuck with Lil Russell.
I've never even heard his music.
Lil Russell?
Yeah.
He's a dude based out of the Bay. He's independent. He's dope.
What's in the ears of the youth? Because that's how you check the temperature of a country. You check the temperature of the country by engaging the youth and what they listening to and what they saying.
Well, most of them are listening to Dirk, Young Boy. That's all I be pretty much hearing. Dirk, Young Boy.
Yeah, I heard King Von.
I don't really hear King Von no more.
Yeah, I see it every day.
Yeah.
Really?
Every day, all day in the comments.
Do you feel like Thug is gonna get out?
Nah.
Like he's done?
No, I don't think he's done.
But you don't feel like he's getting out?
95% of people return back to the community, but I believe he's going to prison. They've caused so much damage and destruction between those two entities, Thug and YFN Lucci, little crew. How much a lot of people died behind that and what they was doing.
I don't think Gunna snitched.
Well, when they asked Gunna, was he a part of a gang and was YSL a gang, and he said yeah, then he snitched.
Do you feel like that's snitching?
Yeah.
Well, he is a part of it though.
Yeah. I feel like that's snitching. If
so he was supposed to say no?
He wasn't supposed to talk, period.
Or he's supposed to say nothing?
He's supposed to go to trial.
And you feel like he would have got out anyway?
I don't feel like what he should have done. I don't feel like none of them would have got out because everybody's snitching, homie. There's no solid crews. The mafia broke. Sammy the Bull won the coldest. They ain't killed many people as Sammy the Bull. And he individually killed people. These guys are snitching in lyrics. How do you think they're all arrested? They got over 300 phone conversations.
Yeah, but they couldn't use none of them.
Well, it don't matter if they could use it. That's how they made the arrest. And even if they can't use it, they still got at least 10 or 12 of them to plea bargain to 10-year probation, 5-year probation.
Because they know they're going to violate.
Not only that, by them saying I'm guilty with this, it also says he's guilty. Remember, this is a state RICO. It can always go over to the feds if it don't go right with the state.
And the feds got a 98%.
It can always go over
because
the state might the feds will come in and we go get it right if y'all won't. They did it with Boosie.
Boosie got out.
Boosie didn't get out. Boosie was pleading guilty that day, and the feds said, "Okay, drop it. We're gonna pick it up." They don't just the feds tell the state to drop it so they can pick it up because you can't double jeopardy.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You can't double jeopardy now. So the state said, but if you know what he did, Boosie was going to go plead guilty. He wasn't going to fight that. And when you look at the level, homie, and the extent that they went to make an arrest for a pistol case and a rapper.
There's more to it than that.
Well, it's not more to it than that. If we were smart, we'll know that these niggas is dumb. They've been telling us about the rap police for how long?
Forever.
They've been telling us the feds watching the rap police. Either they bullshitting us or they some stupid ass niggas. They've been telling us the rap police watch, the feds watching. Okay. You with real gang members. You in a real gang neighborhood. Man, you supposed to be a boss or a king. Why you moving down here with these peasants like this? Man, I got higher security, man, with a real company.
I see.
And them niggas out of LA.
Yeah.
So you know what you got to do in California to get your gun license to be able to meet the requirements to have what they have? And they boxers. Them niggas spar with Crawford.
Wow.
Them niggas box. So, man, I went and got professional. I ain't getting no niggas toting gun playing security.
Yeah.
Leaving the gun out the bag.
So who's your top 5 rappers?
That's gonna be tough.
Young Jeezy. My top 5
okay.
My top 5 is Tupac.
Okay.
That's you see what I got on my shirt, nigga, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished.
Okay.
Tupac, Pimp C, T.I., Jeezy, Lil Boosie used to be one. I used to love shit out of Lil Boosie.
Yeah, y'all don't fuck with each other no more?
Well, Lil Boosie, he lost his mystique when he started getting on the internet. Yeah, he lost his mystique, homie. He should have stayed off the internet. He ain't, yeah. Now he lost his mystique. And then
Kanye.
I fuck with Kanye. But nah, man, Andre 3000.
Oh, you fuck with Andre?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I fuck with Andre 3000.
That's a good list.
Yeah.
But doesn't Tupac contradict your statement of promoting violence?
Well, I don't promote violence. I promote self-defense. Tupac broke my heart, homie. Tupac is the reason my mind started shifting away from gangbanging. Because as a kid, you're just trying to find an identity, homie. 14, 15, 16, your uncle a pimp. You think you want to be a pimp because he indoctrinating you. Then, you got the dancing part of the culture, MC Hammer, Big Daddy Kane. So we dancing. At one point in time, we go from dancing to all of a sudden, fuck the police. Man, that was a big shift. So now you got colors. So as a kid, you're adapting to the culture, right? You don't have no traditions to keep you. Black people don't have no tradition to keep us grounded in our values, in our morals, and our principles, right?
Why do you think that is?
Because we're not upholding the traditions of our elders. Dr. King said, "Let's go join them." And in the process of going to go join them, we abandon us. We used to know how to grow our own food. Not too many niggas today don't know how to go put no seed in the ground and grow a motherfucking thing. We used to know how to fish. We used to know how to hunt. If the car broke down, we used to fix the carburetor. We used to fix the alternator. Niggas don't even know how to fix their bikes now. Little boys' bikes get on flat, that motherfucker just quit riding. He don't even know how to fix the tube no more. We used to know how to take the motherfucking towel, get the glue, find the hole, put it. We don't know how to do that no more. We used to know how to hook up our own stereo system, our own boom, 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 put on our own tent. We're not skilled with our hands no more. We think we know how to shoot guns. That's why we got the Draco. We don't know how to shoot. We don't go to the gun range. We don't hunt. We don't do nothing, homie. What tradition do we have other than watching our mamas get dressed and go to work? Learning how to cook, because mama done left us at home by herself. So we don't have none. So while we at home sitting in the house learning how to cook, we turning on the television. And the television telling us what we should become. We're putting on our headphones. The headphones is propagating and glorifying what we ought to be. And so when we come outside, we see the niggas like him look like the guy on television, got all the girls. Nigga that look like the guy across the street getting up going to work, dirty every day, they laughing at him. So that's why, homie. So the culture went from us dancing on stage. Big Daddy Kane was the coolest, smoothest dancing rapper we had. MC Hammer came. They started shaming him for wanting to go pop. They started dissing him for wanting to go pop. So as a kid with your young and impressionable mind, you're forming these bullshit ass opinions and thoughts about what you want to be with this undeveloped brain. You don't even have logic and reason why you listening to this shit. That's why they have those three monkeys that has see no evil, hear no evil, spook no evil. Those supposed to be the babies. So as parents, we supposed to be saying, man, what you listening to? Man, let me hear that shit. What the fuck? What is this shit you listen to? Yeah. And then try to help them understand. Do you think he really doing this? So nobody's breaking down, and it's like debriefing a motherfucker who been held hostage somewhere. Right. Nobody's debriefing these kids on this bullshit, and we know it's bullshit. We know the shit that's being rapped to these kids and us is bullshit, and nobody's attacking it. So nigga,
that's why you attack it.
Well, those are my convictions. Now I didn't plan to do it. That wasn't my plan. I just came to the internet talking about my neighborhood. These bullshit ass Crip and Blood niggas in my neighborhood. Right. And the other Crip niggas heard me online saying it and felt, well, man, you can't say that about Crip. Well, nigga, I don't even know y'all. I'm talking to these niggas in my city. Yeah. And so I started with my local rappers, the Go Yayos and the Bugatti Casinos and the Mo 3. Nigga, I was on Trap Boy and them, Fred and them when they were doing all that shit with Mo 3 and them. So I started with my local rappers before I started. So it's just this shit, man. I didn't plan this shit. Those was just my convictions from working in the community and seeing what's destroying this shit. And as a black man that lives amongst other black people with black children, and got white friends, nigga, the problems ain't with our white counterparts. It ain't with our Mexican counterpart. We causing more trouble than anything in America.
Black
for
people?
Nothing. Yeah, just for nothing. And it's not in your neighborhood, it's just amongst us. When we get in your neighborhood, we act like we can mine like a motherfucker.
Yo, do you not like Asians?
I don't like Asians that say nigga.
Oh, you don't like Asians that say nigga? I
don't like the nigga Asians. And that's where all this come from.
You don't
the
like
Asians
the nigga
online calling me a nigga.
Oh, okay.
And I can't call them a racist name.
Okay.
You ain't no nigga. But you gonna talk to me like, man, y'all mad the motherfucker at the A. And I feel like, man, how y'all.
So you wasn't mad at all Asians, you was mad at that.
I don't know all Asians. I'm mad at Asians.
Okay. I'm good, guys.
So then when I find out they got Asian Crips that kill black people, I said, oh, fuck, man. A nigga can't go join no Asian gang and kill Asian. Yeah. Homie, I grew up with, I'm Dr. King's dream. Homie, I started going to school with whites, Asians, and Mexicans in the 80s. Nigga, the Civil Rights Legislation Act was in 1964. So, nigga, in the 70s, black people really didn't go to school. That segregation mark hadn't really started happening to the 80s. So I'm first generation of integration. Nigga, I don't come from a hateful household. Yeah. The judge who I had on my panel, Judge Alex Kim, all the black people in Tarrant County swear to God he racist. Homie, that's my partner. Judge Alex Kim sat on that panel with those black mothers on that Murder Change Me event. And they thought he was racist because he sat there, he was a judge. He can't get any emotions. So when people say, I hate Asians, nah, man, I hate them nigga talking Asians. Online, nigga, nah, what's
so
up?
It's always some kind of misunderstanding on narrative when it comes to you. So what's the beef with you and Jay Prince about? Or is that even
there's
a
no
thing?
beef, homie. Jay Prince have never said one word. Ain't no beef with it. Homie.
So the internet painted that too.
The internet painted that. And I didn't have no event in Houston, homie.
Because they were saying that you had an event. The police.
I got invited to speak at a youth mentoring summit with this lady called Miss Pap, and she has an organization called Parents Against Predators. So I was scheduled to speak. So it's right after Quavo's Takeoff. What is it? Takeoff's death.
Yeah.
So it's right after Takeoff's death.
That was a crazy thing.
So this was right after Takeoff's death. So because the internet, right? So when I posted the event, there's a lot of people on the internet that done call the FBI on me and say, hey, man, he raped people and he's threatened. So they make a lot of calls, homie.
Mm-hmm.
So they was calling the city of Houston mayor's office and was saying all type of things about me.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna cause this. So all the thing the mayor's office knows, man, we got a bunch of calls, man. This guy bringing a bad look.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than bringing a bad look to the event, I withdrawn. But the city of Houston said, hey man, maybe he shouldn't come if he's gonna. But they don't know. Homie, they're getting people from the internet calling because we got the information posted.
So you don't have no beef with Jay Prince?
No.
That's crazy.
I ain't got no beef with nobody, homie. I've never robbed nobody. I've never shot at nobody. I've never broken nobody's house. I ain't jumped on nobody's sister.
Yeah, but you talk a lot of shit.
But it's a lot of people talk shit. And and who am I talking shit to? The internet?
Yeah, but your platform is bigger than a lot of
people. But
people.
who am I talking shit to? So this is what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Who's sitting around in their feelings as a man, listening to another man, worried about what another man saying?
You know how sensitive the world is.
Then come die about it is what I say. Yeah, if you got a problem with what I say, come hit me in my mouth. Other than that, you ain't really got no problem.
Right.
Because how can you have a problem with what a man's saying online that you don't know? For one, if you got a woman. Number two, if you got to feed kids. If you got to pay bills. Only people mad at me is broke motherfuckers online, weak ass niggas in their feelings, people who ain't got nothing else better to do in life but to listen to what another man's saying, because I don't send out invitations to be heard. You can't find one video where I say, hey, y'all like, share, subscribe. I don't never do that. I don't post my cash app and say, hey, y'all hit my cash app. Nigga, I just get online and talk without a script. And all of my conversation is based off what's written in the comments.
Yeah.
You better not come to New York. Oh, man, fuck New York. Oh, he dissed New York. Man, you better, King Von behind you, man. Fuck King Von. So that's all my conversation is.
They say you never get hate from people doing better than you. It's always from below.
Yeah, well, T.I.
He get hate from all over.
Yeah, T.I. They tried to shut me down, homie. They made Funny Marco take the video down. They made Revolt on Big Facts take it down.
T.I. did this?
Yeah.
You said he's in your top 5.
Yeah, he's still in my top 5. And I still wear a cool clothing.
So wait, so T.I. don't fuck with you?
I don't know who don't fuck with me. I fuck with
you know who don't fuck with you.
I don't know him, homie.
You don't know T.I.?
I don't know T.I.
Oh.
I ain't no celebrity nigga.
No, I know. I figured that y'all have some kind of relationship.
Nah, homie, I don't know none of these niggas. Soulja Boy, none of them. He just got maced for nothing.
So how y'all be running into each other?
I'm out in public. I'm a normal guy that's still a part of the culture. I still listen to rap music, even though I know they bullshitting some bullshit niggas. I'm grown with an adult brain that can process this music. I listen to Luther Vandross, even though he might be gay. Mm-hmm. I listen to Freddie Jackson, even though he might be gay. I still can ride. Yeah, so I can decipher. So I'm still a part of the culture. I still love the culture. I still love my people, even though I hate some of my people in their actions. I can still embrace it. So I'm gonna see these people. I'm gonna bump into them. I done bumped me and Kevin Gates, Fredo Bain. Man, I done seen all of them, homie. What's the one out of DC? T Grizzly? T
Grizzly from Detroit.
What's the one out of one be going T-Rail out of
I don't know.
Man, I don't know what that
Fat Trail?
Fat Trail, that's his name.
Fat Trail from DC.
Yeah. So I done been in this, man, Fat Trail, homie, shit. I see them all.
That's dope. What's next for you, and what are you trying to promote, man?
Man, well, you know, I'm Live Nation Comedy Tour now.
Oh, you on Live Nation?
Yeah,
you got a show tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tonight.
Or tonight.
Tonight and tomorrow. Mandalay Bay, man, House of Blues.
House of Blues.
I'm hosting TK Kirkland's Grown Folks Talking Tour, man, sponsored by Live Nation. 56 cities, 4 countries.
Damn.
So your summer's over with. You working?
Yeah. From October to now, October BET weekend in Atlanta was my first comedy show. Mm-hmm. I sold out.
Wow.
At the Uptown Comedy Corner. I've done 30 shows since then. I've sold out 28 shows.
Damn.
I just come off doing 5 shows in Jacksonville in 3 days. Show in Tampa. 2 shows in Orlando.
Jeez.
Now I'm here to do a show in Vegas tonight.
Nice.
I'll be in San Diego tomorrow. So I got the podcast. I got my own podcast, the game related podcast. And then they just sent a contract this morning, man, for me to fight Fly Soldier with the Island Boys.
Let's go.
So that's gonna be a celebrity.
I'm gonna watch that one for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, he think he can kick my ass. Yeah.
So how much is the purse for the fight?
I don't know. I'll tell y'all off camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big one, man.
Yeah.
Wayne?
That's what's up. Hey, this interview was it was different. I was expecting just a different point of view, but now I got an understanding of you.
Let me just say this.
You're not really a villain.
Nah, homie,
He's
listen.
painted as one.
So listen. When I came to the internet, I had been working with children for over 10 years by way of a nonprofit that I had created with formerly incarcerated guys by the name of my organization was called Hyped About Hype. And HYPE was an acronym for helping young people excel. So I created a youth development program, youth engagement programs, anti-gang cognitive interventions, all type of 16-week curriculum for the Texas State Juvenile Justice Department. My organization was highly recommended to all 254 counties throughout the state of Texas.
Wow.
I've done trainings for the United States Department of Homeland Security Human Trafficking Division,
Wow.
or North Texas Crime Commission at Eastfield Police Training Academy in Mesquite, Texas, by way of Special Agent Keith Owens. And that's because he met me while I was studying to become a lawyer at Texas Wesleyan University. So I was a pre-law student at Texas.
Most people don't even know this shit about you.
I don't know.
So I was 83.
This is the first time you saying this?
No, I say it all the time.
For real?
Yeah, and if you Google it, homie, you just got to get past the bullshit at first. So most of the time when you Google something, don't pick up everything on the first page.
Right.
Go to the second page. Not only that, man, I've worked with a national organization called Campaign Fair Sentencing for Youth out of Washington, D.C., and I became a part of an organization called ICAN, which is Incarcerated Children's Advocacy Network, and we worked on different laws and legislation in America, and ultimately we got juvenile life without parole abolished in this country in 2016.
Wow.
Up until then, only 3 countries had that law: North Korea, Sudan, and America. And so we got that abolished, homie. So we had to. I went to the Supreme Court. I've been on the front page of the American Bar Association Journal. So I showed up to the internet with all of that background and experience, and I had just dropped out of college. I was 2 semesters away from applying to law school. So I showed up a frustrated community activist who was a single father at the time as well. Nigga, my baby mama had just went to jail. She had been on the run.
Damn.
So my life had transitioned to wrong choices in life just got me to the point, homie, where I just said, man, I don't want to do wrong no more. I want to do right, and I want to be right. I just want to be a good person. And so when I showed up to the internet, that was my mindset. So the internet was ugly. I wasn't. I came trying to uplift, but what I saw is too much negativity pushed in the algorithms for a guy like Eric Thomas' message to be heard every morning. You know what I'm saying? So I actually worked in L.A. at Diamonddale Adolescent Group Home. So I was working with the kids that was coming out of Youth Authority, going back into the hoods, homie. I worked at nighttime. Them young niggas loved me. And in the mornings, I woke them up listening to Eric Thomas with the positive message. So I brought something new to the juvenile aspect in L.A. before I came to the internet. But I didn't come to the internet to do that, right? I wanted to monetize. How can I get paid? Well, I'm not a struggling community activist begging for financial help.
Yeah, that doesn't pay the bills.
No,
not at all.
And then when I realized that content creation can make you rich, I started studying how to become more effective on the internet, and that's where the shock jocking and satire comedy come in. So that's why you'll see a switch in me playing a villain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I saw what worked.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Y'all.
Powerful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Peace.